Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Virgo September 19, 2024. Today's lunar eclipse brings on a new, longer-term theme in your life, as it's the first of a set of eclipses to shake up your love and friendship axis until February 2027. You'll see your friendships, connections, and happiness goals in a whole new way. Gradually, you're awakening to a need for kindred spirits, more involvement with friends or the community, and self-expression through creative mediums. This eclipse has a way of highlighting areas of your life that have become dysfunctional or unsatisfactory. There can be sudden involvement with others or a friendship matter coming to a head. It's a time of revelations, unveilings, and important discoveries. Nevertheless, it's a time of magnification of one area of life at the expense of another, and objectivity isn't yet with you, so take your time with your feelings. This eclipse set also has a way of challenging you to balance your attention to your personal life with outside responsibilities. If you've been paying too much attention to a love affair to a point that friendships are suffering, for example, you'll begin to see the need to make changes. Mercury is racing along like a hurricane at this point. Today and tomorrow, he is facing a battle with an icy Saturn. With our cosmic messenger planet of the mind and communication sizzling like a bonfire in your solar house of true love, romance, and passion, he'll feel his fire dim beneath the gaze of a cold and cruel Saturn located in your solar house of friendships, communities, and groups. This means that there could be uni-deal news and discussions around love and friendship, perhaps even the fact that your partner and pals hate each other. Who is by your side? Your greater professional community has been one of your core focuses over the last 6 months. Maybe you worked on growing your community to meet new professionals on and offline. Perhaps your social media has become a massive part of your work life. Some of your friendships may have also changed in unexpected ways. As the full moon partial lunar eclipse in Pisces rises today, it will show you how much everything has changed in an unforeseen yet fateful way. Take note of what comes up when interacting with your peers and work friends. Personal growth comes in many forms and packages, and sometimes the most challenging thing we can do is ask ourselves what we would really like to see change in our personal habits. Whether it's brushing your teeth more often or giving up alcohol for a period of time, there are things you will automatically think of when you ask yourself the question seriously. Don't be afraid to take steps to improve your manners or physical appearance. It's a healthy conscience that wants to fit in and look good. If the recent period that you have been through tended to destabilize your today will incite you to find a certain amount of balance. Indeed, because you take everything onto yourself and systematically try to smooth things out with your family, friends, and workers, you will finally have some harmony in your life. But the vibrations won't be able to do everything, and this is why you should avoid acting like the Lone Ranger and doing everything alone. You will then have greater success in your professional life. Be diplomatic, receptive, and don't speed up the rhythm too much. In this way, you will also have a better relationship with your partner. Knowing that when she leaves your work sector in 6 days the Sun will return to take over, followed by Mercury 3 days later, diminishes the urgency of Venus' final days while also making them more significant. The Sun and Mercury will focus on practical realities, addressing the when, where, and how. Until then, Venus is not only expressing your heartfelt desires but is also enhancing opportunities across income, work, and career fronts. This period allows you to clearly define your priorities regarding when to stay focused on work and when to step back. While the clash between the Sun and Moon that will create tomorrow's eclipsing full moon is still 24 hours away, the Moon's clash with Mercury in your romantic sector today is a chance to ease into this. With all planetary activity on the romantic front for the year ending next week, a bit of pressure on the Sun and Mercury in their final days in your romantic sector is a chance to challenge old excuses, roadblocks, and barriers, whether real or imagined. Our eyes in the sky. Is there something you've been dreaming about but haven't quite had the chance to fully pursue? Maybe it's a new project at work that's been tugging at your creative spirit, a hobby you've always wanted to explore, or perhaps a personal goal that's been sitting in the back of your mind, waiting for the right moment. Whatever it is, today's energy is giving you the perfect opportunity to turn those dreams into reality. The universe is giving you a nudge. It's your moment to embrace what you love and let it blossom. We all have those ideas or passions we keep tucked away because life gets busy, right? But sometimes, the right moment comes when we least expect it, and today is that moment for you. What's one thing you've been wanting to start but haven't had the time or space to focus on? Maybe it's a book you've been meaning to write, a fitness journey you've been eager to begin, or even a career move you've been contemplating. Whatever it may be, take a deep breath and dive in. Trust that the universe is on your side. And hey, why not share what you're working on in the comments? Let's encourage each other as we all take those exciting steps toward our dreams. As you go about your day, you might notice a special warmth in your interactions with others, whether it's with your colleagues, friends, or loved ones. There's a strong sense of support in the air today, and it's something you'll feel deeply. Have you ever had that heartwarming feeling when you realize your care and compassion have positively impacted someone around you? Today is brimming with that kind of energy. When you show up with kindness and an open heart, people feel it and they will reciprocate in ways that will surprise and uplift you. It's that beautiful balance of giving and receiving, a gentle reminder that when we care for others, we create a circle of support that ultimately comes back to us when we need it most. Speaking of reflection, there's something truly special about sharing what you've learned along the way. Have you ever noticed that when you offer advice or share your experiences, it not only helps others but deepens your own understanding of the subject? That's one of the magical aspects of communication during this time. It's not just about you, it's about how everyone around you benefits from the wisdom and insights you bring to the table. So today, take the opportunity to connect with those around you. Share what you know, and don't be surprised if you find yourself learning something new in return. Have you ever had one of those aha moments when explaining something to someone else, and suddenly, you see things in a whole new light? That's the kind of energy you're working with right now, so embrace it. The more you share, the more you'll grow. As you navigate through your day, one of the most beautiful aspects of today's energy is how it encourages you to strike a balance between your own desires and the needs of those around you. It's a day for compassion, understanding, and meaningful connections. Have you ever been around someone who has the ability to make you feel calm and at ease, no matter the situation? That's the kind of energy you're radiating right now, and it's incredibly powerful. People are drawn to your empathy and your ability to make them feel comfortably even in moments of stress or uncertainty. But as much as your empathy is a gift, it's also important to be mindful of your limits. Have you ever found yourself giving so much to others that you ended up feeling drained or overwhelmed? Today's energy reminds you to practice balance. While it's wonderful to be generous with your time, energy, and kindness, don't forget that you also need to take care of yourself. You can't pour from an empty cup, so make sure you're nurturing your own needs alongside helping others. Take a moment for self-care today. Whether it's a few minutes of meditation, a walk outside, or simply setting boundaries when you need to, remember that taking care of yourself allows you to continue showing up for the people who need you. And that's the true beauty of today's energy. It's all about creating harmony between giving and receiving, between compassion for others and care for yourself.